Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, bringing to you the 15th qualifier of the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 tournament. On tracking we have Cemetery, and on commentary for you are Captain MD13 and Mr. Nintendo. Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hello! So, MD, what do you want to see from this race today?
Somebody in the race time room mentioned that all the worst possible checks are in that hash because we got a seahorse, we got a big Poe, which means basically like bank probably because that's basically money, Mask of Truth, and Lens. So all the bad checks are in there somewhere.
Ooh.
Except Letter to Cafe.
I think Letter to Mum is probably one of my favorites.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a big one. But yes, folks, we thank you for starting your weekend here with us today. As we kick things off, we've had a very active qualifier series. Apparently, between qualifiers 10 and 15, 10 and 14, we've had a couple of real troll seeds. So we'll see how this one plays out. Me, personally, I would like to see songs be a bit of a convoluted mess this time around.
We'll see what our first song is then.
We lost you for a second.
Okay. Let me know if that becomes an issue. I will switch my microphone over to my phone because that works better than the laptop.
No sweat. Our runners start off with a full wallet today.
That's always fun. And especially being right there, they'll be able to get that at the start of every cycle.
Looks like we've got a free postman's hat on the tree this time around.
That'll be an easy check right there. And already getting a little divergent to Skyward and Eris turning in that money, while Riley moving straight to
Nope. I think we heard half of that for a second there. Ooh,
Okay,
nothing good on Tingle today.
Switch over to my phone. I will be right back.
And we've got an Oath start today. Alright, well, Oath start means basically nothing is open. Yeah, we'll get Mr. Nintendo's audio issues sorted out in just a moment. But yeah, we've got, for once, actually, a fairly non-effectual tingle. Non-effectual Clocktown tingle. For all we know, Milk Road tingle's probably loaded. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sorry, wait, no. We'll go down that road when we come to it. We're not exactly crossing any bridges in this game.
Ugh.
Alright, well, it looks like we've got Eris doing the observatory opener here. Skyward's going to go ahead and turn in some of that money, but it looks like, yeah, money hasn't been particularly useful just yet. The bomb shop didn't even have anything good.
No. Well, hopefully the bank will at least do something for us.
Let's hope. Riley did find a Romani's mask in the South Clocktown ledge chest, so early sound check sooner rather than later, perhaps?
Oh, we've still got 3 masks to go before we get that.
Very true, and we've seen those be tough masks to come across these days.
Oh yeah, the last one I watched took a long time to find Goron mask.
Alright, Eris has entered Observatory. We will see what she picks up here. Get one of our first hints.
And an early hookshot on Boo.
Well, that puts that Romani's mask into logic nice and early. Early projectiles, you love to see it.
Oh yeah. And Skyward making easy work of those dongos.
Woodfall is foolish. That is a pretty nice foolish.
The outside area or the temple?
Outside.
Cool. Also got some nice Gerudo Valley music for Termina Field. And a bottle. The kind
Alright.
of graveyard way of the hero.
And we also had that, I think it was Dampe that was dead. It was a always hint for sure. I think it was Boat Archery's dead. Boat Archery's dead.
Here comes our 4 hints.
Laundry Pool Way of the hero. Boat Archery is dead, we know. Seahorses is dead. Branch Sisters is junk.
Yeah, that was important thing to take from that is that laundry pool way of the hero. You don't see that very often.
Indeed, so that can either be Guru Guru, and if it's not Guru Guru, it's Letter to Cafe.
Hopefully we find that cycle one. Ooh, that's a big find by Skyward, the Deku Mask.
Pretty free today. Stone Tower is foolish. Eris saw an Ocean Spider House hint, I think, but I missed what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see it, unfortunately.
Zoe's also mentioning there was an East Clocktown way of the hero, but I missed that one.
Yeah, I didn't see it. East Clocktown. So, Swordsman's game, perhaps? No, that's West. We'll find it eventually.
Milk Road Tingle contains magic.
It's been a very friendly seed so far.
Yeah, nothing too... No particularly crazy positions at the moment. But yeah, East Clocktown, as Chad points out, refers to Honey and Darling, the Mayor, archery games, the chest on top, which is most likely the way of the hero, but we'll cross that. We'll head there when we get there.
What was on the chest on top?
In South Clocktown?
In East Clocktown.
We haven't seen it yet.
Ah.
Howard's going to be the first to reach it. Getting our early red potion bottle as well as Deku masks makes actually Swamp in general a really good idea right about now. The only thing that could be icing on the cake is Pictobox.
There's probably a way of the hero right there.
Safe bet. Especially considering we had an oat start, so there's a chance we're going to need a couple of song items.
Goron Mask.
That's already like 2 out of 3 free masks. You know what? We have Romani's masks. Soundcheck might be the way of the hero.
I hope you're right. That would be very nice to see.
And for the transformation reward, we get a land title deed, which we cannot do a lot with yet.
And we still need a projectile to get up there.
We need,
bow, I should say.
Yeah, we need a bow, and yeah, that's actually all we need. We just need a bow. And what is Guru Guru
laundry pool?
Is this way of the hero? Yes.
Yes, I would say that is way of the hero.
And yeah, there's the East Clocktown way of the hero.
Checks out.
Swamp Tingle has nothing. But we have access to magic thanks to Milk Road Tingle as well, so things are looking pretty good as we start things off, but we are looking for a bow for the moment. That's probably the biggest inhibitor at the moment. I would say that's probably... It's not going to be in Graveyard because we still need a bonus song for that, but I would say it's probably in Swamp somewhere.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think the game is telling you to go Swamp at the moment, I feel like. So once you go there, you'll find the bow. Maybe even get Awakening, so you can do the temple as well.
That would certainly be very nice, but I would suggest... I'm suspecting at this point that Swamp contains the bow. I'm going to go a step further and bet it's on one of the witches. Because in my experience, it almost always has been.
couple that with an early red potion start, and that works out pretty well.
Boo gave us another look at the Ocean Spider House hint, and it's dead.
Boo getting their Deku Mask.
Alright, we're getting into the Icana Pillar here, which is a heart piece. Boo's going to go ahead and immediately check Punch Rock.
Yeah, no Epona, but still quite a few checks, or 2 checks we can do in Road to Arcana. And there's the Cafe's Mask.
I think we're still in pretty safe. I think Boo was still on day 1, so I think that's a pretty good time to pick that up.
Yeah, but let's hope everyone else can get there in time. Eris is already on night 1.
That is true.
So Skyward by the looks of it.
Yeah, Skyward also went to night 1 pretty fast and is doing Observatory. I missed what the Postman had. Not the Postman, the bank, excuse me.
Bank 1 Bean. Oh no, but...
So the bank was I meant the bank, not the Postman, sorry. But the bank was a bean. I don't think we're going to have to worry about too much about Bean of the Hero since we have Hookshot already.
Unfortunately, Andrew's not at the desk yet.
Just a tad bit too early. Oh, Boo's got to wait for the postman to actually deliver this initial letter to set up midnight meeting. That's right.
That's gonna be fun.
Is that a frog in your ocarina, or are you just happy to play a song?
Be happy to play a song.
Alright, Boo's just deciding to skip to night 1 and immediately check this.
I think this makes sense. I don't think there's much else you can really do on day 1.
Not really, and at this point, we found a lot of good stuff, but nothing immediately... Skyward just decided to backwalk out of Clocktown with the Deku Mask. Because that's literally how easy it is to break out of Clocktown, apparently, in this game.
Yeah, it always seems to be a lot harder when I try to do it.
You gotta be... angling is very specific. If any of you folks saw the Paper Mario speedrun that involved Ocarina of Time at SGDQ this year, it was definitely weird.
Wait, what? Paper Mario speedrun that involved Ocarina of Time.
Basically, if you do the Ocarina of Time SRM stuff, you can basically put code into the expansion pack and have it stick into Paper Mario and make it a credits warp.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Getting another East Clocktown check. Hopefully Boo's a bit lucky with the treasure chest game, because this has been a pain in the past.
Yeah, I've been seeing a few trolls here and there. Eris did discover that the Terminus Scrub had Blast Mask. That could be our first explosive if we get a wallet.
That could be interesting. And Boo getting very lucky with that treasured game.
Absolutely, but getting ripped off.
Yeah. You don't see many bloopies in Majora's Mask, Rando.
Say again?
You don't see many bloopies in Majora's Mask, Rando.
That's
I find
true.
rupees are more common.
Yeah, and I don't even think there are any green rupees in the pool. Or if they are, they're all in the foolish locations. What's that in the tree? I have no idea.
Light arrows?
I don't know. Skyward's not going directly for it.
Looks yellow.
It might have also been the huge rupee. I say the huge rupee, but there's 2 in the pool now. Oh, this chat says it was a silver.
Silver rupee.
Alright, good cash for later, but right now, cash hasn't been really much of an issue.
Now what you got, Tingle? Circus Leader's Mask, which is completely useless.
Yeah, we know Cremy is not going to do us any favors this time around. Oh, some more Four Swords Adventure representation. I like this.
You don't get much Four Swords Adventure music.
Yeah, you know, as chaotic as it was, it had a pretty decent OST. A couple of good remixes.
Yeah, I do like its title screen remix. I like the
that's pretty good.
Title theme.
Alright, so it looks like there was a great fairy sword in the road to Swamp Grotto, so early swords today, too.
One of these days I'll see that Kikiri sword Majora fight.
We saw it in one of the earlier qualifiers. I want to say it was Qualifier... It was either Qualifier 2 or 4, I can't remember. It might have been 7.
Yeah, a lot of qualifiers take place when I'm in bed. Oh, there's another sword upgrade.
That's pretty funny. Alright, let's see what Postman himself has for us today.
I think we've seen this. I think it's a purple rupee.
Mm-hmm. Again, getting a decent amount of cash, not really a whole lot to spend it on. Although that may change in a second once we see Big Bomb Bag.
Ooh, true. Another wallet.
Remember when I said Blast Mask could be first logical explosives?
Did you see something that I didn't?
The Termina Field Scrub has Blast Mask.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So we need that wallet.
True. Took a little bit to click with me that you need that wallet upgrade to get that item. When you mentioned it earlier, I thought we actually got it. It didn't click with me that we didn't.
Just one rupee short. Boo's going to go ahead and check Deku Playground on day 1, not the particular optimal path, as we're seeing Skyward just cheese it on day 2.
I love seeing that trick.
I mean, nice side-by-side comparison. Although Boo's not having any trouble dealing with this on day 1 anyway.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy minigame. It's when they're moving around that it's difficult, but you can just cheese it. Just up and down. It doesn't really affect how far you move.
Indeed. And so far, it looks like Skyward's the only one who's decided to rush into day 2 for the moment. Everyone else is still kind of wrapping up night 1 here.
Yeah, with day 2, though, hopefully we'll see some Swamp game.
I think we should be seeing Swamp soon, especially, if not from Skyward, then definitely from somebody else. Alright, Boo's gonna go ahead and grab Magic. Yeah, that's the thing, because I don't think anybody's grabbed Magic. There's Zora Mask on Big Bomb Bag.
Sound check, anyone?
Oh, you check that. You check that almost immediately at this point. Especially since it's in a way of the hero, East Clocktown. For all you know, that could be your light arrows. Yep. Yep, it is true that fire arrows were found in East Clocktown as well, but it is entirely possible there could be more than one thing back there.
Also, I just want to point out, less than 20 minutes in, and we already have all 3 transformation masks.
Yeah, the biggest hiccup right now is a bow.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the sound check item is at this stage.
Oh, is
that a bomb bag?
Oh, that is a bomb bag. So forget what I said about blast mass being first logical explosives. Oh no, Eris went a little too far. So a bomb bag locked by Zora Mask, locked by Blast Mask Lady. Or
it is interesting.
Actually, if our runners miss out on that, or like skip Blast Mask Lady but get that wallet, they can get bailed out by the Curiosity Shop, because I think the Curiosity Shop sells it for 100 rupees. It's definitely more than 90. Alright, Skyward found Cafe's mask as well. Eris is doing a file copy here. Eris might be save scumming the swamp title deed, because we can turn that in now. Actually, no we can't, we still don't have a bow. But that's literally the only thing stopping us from turning that in.
Yeah, it'll still be good to check the toilet hand, though.
Yeah, I think Eris is going to save scum this if it's useless. Perfectly in logic courtesy of Deku Mask. Alright, that's Riley's Zora Mask. To answer your question, chat, yes, Razor Sword is maintained throughout the entirety of the seed. It is not, it does not break.
Honestly, I don't think I ever use Razor Sword in the vanilla game. I just always instantly upgrade to Gilded.
I didn't either, yeah. Toilet Hand was junk.
Gonna keep that title, dude.
And Eris is going to get magic. Or not Eris, Skyward's going to get magic.
Was that Road to Southern Swamp foolish?
I missed it, admittedly. I will check my playback for that hint. Yep, chat's confirming Road to Swamp. Okay, so everything else in Swamp besides Swamp itself is foolish at the moment.
Yeah. That'll be good to know, though, when we get the bow, so we don't have to worry about Swamp Archery game.
Very true. Now, where's Woods of...
Speaking of bow, Eris just got hers.
Okay, so it was locked by explosives. Wow. So everyone's gonna get led to those, I think, eventually, just because bombs are... And the witch had a bow! What did I tell ya? What did I tell ya?
Oh, nice call.
So that's already 2 bows, so take your pick for how you want to get that. Everyone's probably going to get Kotake's, though.
Yeah, although, because Eris got hers before going to Swamp, there's a chance she might do the unnecessary archery game.
That is true, because the, well, the hint for it, yeah, because the hint was in Swamp. It was near the witch's hut.
Yes.
So, suddenly this seat is actually really wide open. Except for no Great Bay access, but we can get Gorn Baby Song, we can get Monkey Song, and if either of those are Sonata, we can get Dungeon Song.
Like if it's Goron Lullaby, I think we'll be able to get it as well.
Yep, Lullaby works too. Alright, Riley's picking up magic, Eris is picking up magic, everybody's gonna have magic now.
Yeah, slowly converging on the same route.
Ooh, Eris has got a money shortage for that magic upgrade.
Yeah, won't take too much to get that money back, I don't think.
I don't think so either. There's been so many money drops throughout the entire game. There's a silver rupee in the tree if Eris really needs it. There's also the rupees here too. But no, seriously, why is it always one of the witches? Why do they always have a bow?
Can't say, but as I suspected, Eris is doing the archery game.
Oof.
You never know, it could be something handy, like a sword upgrade or fierce deity.
Could be. I don't think Kome herself had anything from the Taurus Center.
I think it was just a piece of heart.
Sounds like it. But yeah, I think at this point, especially now that you've got bow and fire arrows especially, you start rushing songs for a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
If somehow neither of those are dungeon songs and one of them is Epona's, I'm gonna be surprised. Like if it's healing in Epona's.
Yeah, I think Opponents is what runners don't want to see. And there was
Ooh.
letters to Cafe.
For Skyward on second day at 12:35. Too late.
Ooh.
Just a bit too late. Not much late, like
Yes.
about an hour too late.
And you want to remember that Laundry Pool is way of the hero. Even though we do have an item from there already, it's going to haunt you for the rest of the seed, I think.
It is, especially on your next cycle.
Not a very pleasant place to get back to.
Skyward and Boo have not yet retrieved Zora Mask from the bomb shop.
Although they are about Skyward is about to get their first song.
And it's healing.
Ooh.
That is not what you want to see right now.
What song did they start with? Do we know that yet?
Yes, they started with Oath.
Ah.
So, literally the most useless song you could start with.
Yep. Another piece of heart from the gallery. Archery game.
Alright, Boo's gonna do Honey and Darling now. Yeah, Boo is just being thorough and full clearing this East Clocktown just to be safe.
Which I think makes sense, like, especially East Clocktown, which has so many checks.
Yeah, I have seen runners get burned by not full clearing their ways of the heroes, and they've had good stuff in more ways than one. It's been pretty crazy. Like, sometimes the randomizer could just put everything together, sometimes it could just spread everything out. Today, it's clustering everything together. Ouch! Yikes. That must hurt.
I mean, they take it pretty well, all things considering.
Considering that you have to shoot them, like, what, 5 times for the game to shut off early?
All Knight's Mask.
Well, Skyward checked one chest in Woodfall real quick, but I think realized that it was foolish. Oh, do Honey and Darling not break the game off early? Usually, I thought they did. I know the Witch does in boat archery if you shoot her too many times. Alright, Boo's checking Clocktown Day 3. And it's a heart piece. But yeah, I think if you're Eris and Riley right now, after you find out that this song is well, not junk per se, but not helpful, I think you rush Mountain Village. Check the song.
I completely agree.
Because besides Graveyard, we've already burned potentially 2 of our ways of the hero. Alright, we're not going to get a whole lot of hints either. We're running out of hints, too. I think the only hints we have are Swamp, Dampe, and a sometimes hint. And that was not the other sometimes.
This is very spooky ranch music.
Yeah, why are we doing in the Shadow Temple? Swamp Spider House is dead. Okay, it's a rupee. That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about a lot of bad checks this time around.
Boo is immediately Song of Double Timing to Night of the Final Day here. Can't check the item off Lemons, but we can check the hint. And it's Ocean Spire, so I think we're still missing a sometimes hint and a Dampe hint. I think that's it, though.
Yeah, I imagine that they'd be in the kind of area, or perhaps in the Swamp Spider House.
It's probable, which if that is the case, besides the Swamp Spider House ones, then the items that they pick up that those stones hint to might end up not being relevant anyway, because, as I understand it, the logic takes the hint positioning into account.
Yeah.
So if you get like an East Clocktown Way of the Hero hint in Icona, for example, you know that it's that the East Clocktown might actually have something relevant to Icona, like like light arrows or mirror shield.
Which is very helpful to know and keep in mind.
Riley just barely making it through chess game in time. And getting ripped off accordingly.
Skyward getting his Zora mask.
Yeah, Boo still hasn't picked that up yet. And I definitely remember them charging their sword up for Blastmass Lady.
Yeah, so far Zora mask is only locked bomb bag, so it's not an urgent get right now.
Not at the very moment. Although if you did, for whatever reason, not do Woods of Mystery, that explosive could lead to a bow.
True. Although at this stage everyone has a bow, don't they?
Yes, I think. Yeah, everyone's got a bow.
I'm
Alright, so
assuming that's a reference to the Olympics, Cack Attack.
I would assume so too. Yeah, because that's in full swing this week.
Yeah, I haven't watched much, but I did see the Aussies come first in rowing, I want to say.
Ooh, very nice. Alright, Riley's about to pick up Bomb Bag. Yeah, he's definitely going to want to grab that, considering the only other explosive right now is on the field scrub.
Harris picking up woodfall items by the looks of it, and got great fairy mask.
You know, I think they're checking this just in case something nice pops up on their way to the owl statue. Case in point. Yeah, double defense is definitely going to do you some good at this point, because we're very heart-starved today. Boo is only running 5 hearts max at the moment.
Ooh, Riley heading to Snowhead.
Ooh, yeah, I think this is a good play at this point. Because you don't have opponents yet, you know there's a song available. Boo just got that letter to Cafe way too late. Oh, Dampe is
digging?
Ocean Title Deed on Dampe.
Ooh. Don't want to see that.
No, you do not. Looks like Boo is following suit here and heading into Mountain Village as well. But yeah, this area is pretty wide open right now. We've got Keg Trial, we've got Smithies, although it's too late for anybody to do Smithies now. But yeah, Smithy 1 is wide open. Snowhead Temple is full clearable once we get If This Is Lullaby.
I would laugh if it's upon us, though.
If it's Pona's, then literally the only song check we have... Well, actually, if it's Pona's, then the only song check that is going to be in Logic after that is 1 bottle eggs. Have fun!
We do have Captain's Hat.
That is true. Actually, that does give us an extra song. But... And Graveyard is Way of the Hero.
What if it storms in Graveyard for Pamela?
If it is Storms in Graveyard, because we can full clear Graveyard save for Kita. We need Sonata first, but yeah, if this is Epona's, then I think you go straight to Graveyard. And hold off on Great Bay for the moment, just so that way you can get the information that if you don't find anything in Graveyard and the song is Storms, then you start raising alarm bells. Ooh, Eris is doing sound check. And the restreamer has already switched over audio. Very many thanks.
Ooh, I need to do the same.
The ocarina is a clock tower bell.
That Malon singing for the pipes?
Yes. Nothing of value on the village scrub, and it is Epona's on the baby. Ah, you love to hear it. Was it worth it? Nothing in Lens Cave by the looks of things.
That's disappointing. Ooh, and we get to see the turn-in as well. Just choose.
I didn't see what was on the ledge. Oh, Skyward's going for whatever it is. Oh, it was Don Garrow's mask. Never mind. Romani's mask was in South Clocktown on the ledge. Put into logic by Hookshot. Boo is picking up their Zora masks, so that's everybody with all transformations. So everybody equipment-wise is pretty tied up, save for Riley having Eponas. Oh, that's Mask of Truth on Bank on Curiosity Shop.
Well, that'll be fun later on.
Especially if we have a light arrow hunt. Which it's looking like that's going to be the main inhibitor at this point. Because, yeah, no, a lot of the game is really wide open at the moment. We can heal people. We don't have Lens for Darmani, but that's about it.
We also don't have Ikana access yet.
Yeah, we're still
I
waiting
imagine
for...
we'll find that soon.
That's true. Yeah, we're still missing a Mask of the Dead and a Ice Arrow. Oh, Camaro had the third bow. Oops, all
Thanks,
bows.
Camaro.
Looks like Eris is picking that up as well. Remembering that you do not have to be inside the rock boundary.
Getting the blast mask by the looks of it.
I don't think Skyward has explosives yet. But I think he's going to get them soon, because I think seeing as he's clearing out fields checks, he's probably going to get Bio Baba Grotto sooner rather than later.
Mm.
So he's going to...
You go.
No, you first.
I was just going to say, Blast Mask can be handy to have when you reset time, though. Just for when you don't have any bombs in your inventory.
Surely. Looks like Skyward's going to just go ahead and use the letter to cafe as toilet paper. Appropriate, given how late that showed up.
Folks, if you find red rupees in your toilet, I'd recommend calling a doctor.
For the record, the MD in my name is not a doctor reference. Just want to get that out of the way right now. I am not a doctor. Meanwhile, Skyward just found another bomb bag in the staff room. Can you say bailed out?
Although I don't think bombs have been that important yet. The only big item we've found is a bow, and we've found the other two as well.
Even still, it's nice to have that, have them available so you don't have to think about it later, like in case you have to do like Zoe Grotto or anything of that nature.
Hmm.
I think we're still missing a sometimes hint at this point. I think that's all we're missing in the hint pool, but it's not showing up anytime soon.
Yeah, it's just a sometimes. It'll be good information to have, but we've got everything we need already.
Yeah, like,
Let's do it.
I think with this equipment, Beavers is in logic.
Oh, that'll be fun to see.
Alright, Boo's getting a big bomb bag from staff room. Looks like everyone's grabbing that big bomb bag.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're in the final day. It's when you pick it up. You don't want to forget about it.
This second cycle is going to be very interesting for Skyward. It looks like he's gunning it straight for Mountain Village.
Boo will also need to go back to Mountain Village because they don't have their Upon Us song yet.
No, they do not. Boo's about to get another bow. Everyone's basically kind of backpedaling through each other's checks at this very moment. I don't think Riley's going to worry about Blast Mask this time, though. Still, though, this bow chain is going to be real interesting to talk about in the interview. Not bow chain, but these bow placements.
Very early on. I mean, like, right up, like, Restream found them, like, right after each other.
Yeah, and I still can't believe I called the bow on the witch again. You know, if the witches have the bow all the time, why don't they ever use it in the Twin Rova fight in Ocarina of Time? Never mind.
I mean,
You know what's gonna be? You know what might be that they might end up thinking about if they end up going on a light arrow hunt? That Mask of Truth, because that is in a pretty garbage spot right now. Since we're still missing a wallet.
yeah, but at least they know where it is.
Very
And
true.
There's a lot of game to check. That wallet could show up at any point.
No, Boo. You shoot a pile of wood with a fire arrow to light a campfire. Oh wait, that's Breath of the Wild. You don't shoot a bomb with those. Alright, Riley just picked up the other bow from Camaro.
I forgot about that All Night's Mask.
Say again?
I forgot about that All Night's Mask. I don't think anyone's checked that yet.
They have not. Yeah, because that was on Honey and Darling, question mark?
Yeah, Eris just picked it up.
Okay.
Looks like we're getting a bit of Hungry Goron action.
It's fair play to check this at this point. Because, after this, Snowhead, well, actually, no, after this, you basically need to go find another song. Take your pick. Do you want to do Graveyard, or do you want to do One Bottle Eggs? You probably do Graveyard. Because that is one thing we have been, is bottle starved today. We only have that one red potion bottle from, early game, and that's it.
Although if you do decide to go Ocean, you might find a few more bottles there, and they're just more checks in general.
There does tend to be a bottle or two in Pirate's Fortress, that is true. Boo's having a little bit of trouble getting out of Len's Cave here. But yeah, Riley's going to be our first to Great Bay here. Here we go. And first thing they're probably going to do, Riley's going to grab a fish.
Just a piece apart from there. Stone Mask from Hugo. That'll be nice in the Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, it's looking like we might have to head in that direction anyway. Like, eggs is pretty close to being hard required at this point, considering we already have healing.
Actually, we might check Macau here too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna check Macau.
Oh, I didn't see what item was on the pillar.
Oh, the Pat Snowhead pillar? I missed it too. Let me see if my playback reveals it. I can't tell from this angle, but it didn't look particularly important. They would have gotten it right away at this point if it was.
I don't know if they have Scarecrow activated or not, though.
I don't know either, actually.
Especially since it's the start of a new cycle.
Nothing but a blue rupee on fish.
Let's see what Tingle has for us.
Yeah, Tingle's come through for us once at least with magic. Let's see if he comes through with anything else. He hasn't had too much today. Just that one goodie.
Nope. Just the $40 money rupee.
And I think that pretty much does it for Tingle. But yeah, I think... Go on.
Skyward just doing some impressive bomb chew strats with their bomb chew game. They jumped off and then used the explosion to bounce back onto the platform.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen runners have some very funny and very intriguing Honey and Darling bomb chew movement. It's very entertaining. Alright, what is that? I have no idea.
It might be a piece of heart.
It didn't look particularly noticeable. Chat's saying it was Giant's Mask.
That's interesting.
Which is technically required by logic, but not for these runners.
Yeah, I actually think the logic they have in place for the Giant's Mask is genius, and I'd love to see Ocarina of Time do the same with similar items.
Alright, let's see what Mikau has. What gets revealed in the sand here? His camera!
Ooh, there's a bottle.
Here's looking at you.
I was getting Chateau from the storybook.
Ooh, there's another bottle.
And there's the Giant's Mask.
On the subject of Giant's Mask. You speak it and it comes to life.
On a graveyard, still Way of the Hero.
The fact that we're seeing an iconic graveyard hint in Great Bay? It could be anything in there at this point. It could be ice arrows, it could be our Mask of the Dead.
I reckon it's going to be the song.
You think it's going to be the song?
Yeah. Like, even if it just means there's an item in a dungeon, I think it's going to be the song.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if the song was Sonata and the item was on Kita?
That would be hilarious. Although, technically speaking, the Way of the Hero could just be the item on Kita.
It could be, but we still need Sonata for it.
Here comes another hint.
Ooh, Riley just found another bottle in the Cape Ledges. And it looks like he's heading in the direction of beavers.
Well, that's fun.
Okay, so suddenly eggs doesn't seem too bad. Now we know about 3 bottles total. So at least Pinnacle Rock will be a one-trip wonder.
If they get the bottles before doing it.
Very true.
Which I think Skyward will do, since... No, it was Skyward who picked up Chateau, right?
Skyward's the one who picked up the Chateau, yeah. Because it was on Grandma Stories.
Yeah, I think Skyward will have 3 bottles before doing it.
On the subject of Skyward, he is in Graveyard, so we have a pretty big moment of truth coming up here. Is our Way of the Hero a song, or is it an item? Or is it both? Because if this is Storms, we have to do eggs. and just to get into a dungeon. And Skyward starts by immediately yeeting himself back to the day 1 side. And
Always found it curious that bad bats are an enemy that even exists in this game, when keys serve the same purpose.
I think they're trying to hammer in the idea that Link is just in unfamiliar territory. Like, this isn't Hyrule.
Yeah, but keys are still in the game.
Are they?
Yeah, I think there are some in the well. And like, say, you can get like fire keys and stuff.
You know what? We barely see the well in this randomizer. That might have just slipped my mind.
Yeah, because I know there are elemental keys, and the bad bats can't be elemental.
All right,
Yeah,
we're getting our song.
I think there's keys in the graveyard as well on the day 2 side. Now that I think about it.
And the song is
New
Wave.
Nova.
That's disgusting, because we can get into Great Bay Temple.
But we don't have ice arrows to beat it.
No, we don't. Unfortunately, that's the only dungeon we can enter.
Ugh.
So
I think I'll just do eggs.
I was about to say, yeah, you have a choice here. You either do eggs for another song and hope it's not storms, or you dive Great Bay hoping that something good comes up. And answer question, chat. The Beavers had $20.
Ooh. Yeah, with that new wave, does that mean there's an important item in Great Bay?
It could be that there's an important item in Great Bay if we don't find anything else in here. Like that. Oh, but Riley just found ice arrows. That's it. We might. We're literally only looking for a keg or a mirror shield.
And a counter access.
Oh, right. What grotto is this that Riley just picked up ice arrows out of? Oh, it's the Cape Fairy Fountain grotto.
Interesting.
Wow, that suddenly exploded.
Yeah, you definitely want to do Graveyard before coming to Great Bay then.
Now, this is where, like, there's so many things that could go right or wrong here. We did get New Wave in the Graveyard, which, even though we got Light Arrows, it is entirely possible that Keg or Mirror Shield are in, Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, definitely possible, but we do have to keep in mind we did find those light arrows.
That is true. It's more than likely the light arrows are the way of the hero, but the only downside to this is now we're on a keg/mirror shield hunt, and those can both be just about anywhere.
And it's also possible that eggs are storms. We might need both of those.
Yeah, I think Skyward's gonna probably do eggs just for the after getting the ice arrows. Skyward's probably just gonna do eggs just to confirm for a fact that he needs keg and mirror shield. But wow, that went from like 60 to 100 real fast. Oh, I think Skyward's doing sound check now.
See if they have any special audio. I don't think they have clean audio though.
Unfortunately, they do not. Oh, Chad is confirming that Pat to Snowhead Ledge was letter to Mama.
Ooh.
And we have Cafe Mask. Oh, but Evan has Garo Mask. Wow, this Great Bay is loaded today.
This has been a very jetty seed, I feel like.
I mean, literally the whole world is opened up right now. And we can full clear Great Bay Temple. Like, we can pretty much do not all of the overworld checks, but like 95-ish% of them.
Now you just gotta hope that the rest of the items you need are on the path to beat the game anyway.
Yeah,
like temples and stuff.
Yeah, like, if you were being, like, super gambly, you would hope that there's a keg or a mirror shield in Great Bay Temple now. We do have Icona access now, as Evan had Gara's Mask. We don't, and Riley has Ice Arrows as well.
It is interesting that we have all these items already, but no one's been to Pirate's Fortress. I think we might see something else important there as well.
I think we're going to see Pirate's Fortress soon, too, because at this point, I think, yeah, once you basically check eggs, that basically gives you your final shopping list. And, I'm trying to think. Skyward has 2 bottles. Most runners have 2 bottles right now, I think, because if you've been to Cape, you picked up the empty bottle, and if you picked up, and if you did Grandma Storage, you got the Chateau bottle. So I think just about everybody has 2 bottles right now, except Eris.
Yeah, hopefully Skyward finds that 3rd bottle before committing to Pirate's Fortress and eggs.
Happy 1 hour, folks. We only just figured out how to get into a dungeon.
Yeah, shout out to our trackers and our commentators and runners. Not commentators. I mean, shout out to MD, but I won't shout out myself.
I'm still... Shout out to Mr. Nintendo.
Thank you. So we've got Cemetery tracking solo by the looks of it.
Yeah, no, they've been really putting in the hard work today, so major props to them for that. Especially this early in the morning, so for you folks on the US East Coast, the sun's just about rising. You know, dawn of the next day.
Although by Majora's Mask logic, it's like 2 hours after dawn, right?
Close enough.
Ooh, 5 a.m.? That's really early.
Alright, looks like Skyward decided to trade the Chateau in for some cash.
Interesting. Ooh, Riley's getting hit by that Iron Knuckle. Ooh.
Yeah, those Iron Knuckles hurt, regardless of which 3D Zelda game you play. Alright, that's all arrows for Boo. So yeah, Boo is basically just just gotten to all the way the hero locations first and gotten all the essential gear. So now it's really up to them to decide what to do next. So let's see. Are they thinking Great Bay Temple right now, or are they just getting the owl statue? Because Great Bay Temple's full clearable now.
I mean, yeah, you could do it. Although, don't the music checks become inaccessible after it? Like Evans?
I'm not sure.
So I'm pretty sure after you beat the temple, they're all ready to rehearse.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
get that
right.
Special cutscene.
Everything but the business scrub is gone. But yeah, Boo's about to pick up Garo's Mask here. I think once they pick up Garo's Mask, they're gonna probably think about rushing eggs. With only 2 bottles, it's not great, but...
Speaking of keys from earlier, Skyward just got froze by one.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think Zoe posted in chat there's a list of where keys were earlier, and Pat the Snowhead was on that list somewhere. You can get Elegy Song with Light Arrows. Not without Mirror Shield. So we can't check Egos just yet. We do have the means to get to Egos, we just don't have Mirror Shield, that's all. I think Boo needed a second to process what just happened. Because, yeah, it's like, what do you do at this point? Because literally, the world is your oyster.
I am surprised to see them go back to Clocktown, though.
This might be for a quick run of sound check, perhaps? They're heading east.
Maybe.
Nope.
No.
Heading in the direction of Icona. Are they thinking Secret Shrine?
Has Boo got the song here yet?
Boo has Garo's Mask.
Yeah, but have they been to Graveyard yet?
They have. Yeah, because they have light arrows.
Of course.
So yeah, looks like Riley is also gunning it for Icana. All right, Silver Rupee. So Ocean Title Deed is useless.
It is interesting to see Boo leave Great Bay Area, because I figured if you're in the Great Bay Area already, you could do more there. Like even full click Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, this is a very interesting play. I'm curious to see how they go about this. With Great Fairy Sword, it is pretty effective to do Secret Shrine right about now. You can clear it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to see Pirate Fortress soon.
I'm seeing that other laundry pool way of the hero here in Icana, and I'm wondering if we might, if that's a hint that Keg or Mirror Shield might be earlier in the chain.
What was our laundry pool item? It was like fire arrows.
It was fire arrows, yeah. But we still have that letter to Cafe unchecked.
Master Sense.
Alright, now Boo's gonna do Secret Shrine. I thought Riley was gonna do it as well, because he was in the grotto, I think, too, but is deciding to soar out and go back to Great Bay.
I think they just wanted to get the owl statue, mostly.
That could be. And Riley is opening up Great Bay Temple. Here we go.
Boo playing Song of Double Time.
Boo might be thinking about turning a letter to Cafe right now. After doing Great Bay Temple, question mark?
Or Pirate's Fortress?
Yeah, I'm curious as to the double time. But yeah, Riley is our first runner into a dungeon today.
Feeding fish.
And it's only going to get them $5. So what causes the fish to sometimes spit the item out at an angle? Is it just inconvenient positioning, or...
I've never actually noticed that it sometimes spits it out at an angle.
It happened. It happened earlier in the race. The fish spat it out towards the floor.
Really? I've only ever seen them spit it out at the designated ledge area.
It's really weird. Oh well.
But did it land on the floor before?
It was like at a 60-degree angle off the intended path.
Ah.
Alright, what is Boo doing right now? Grandma Story. So this is going to be their Chateau bottle. So this is going to be their third bottle.
Maybe this will convince them to do eggs. There's a part of me that would be tempted to do eggs just to get all the checks you get along the way. But there's Keg and Hey.
Oh wow, Graveyard could have totally been Way of the Hero for the song then. If Keg leads to Sonata or Lullaby. That's pretty crazy. Oh, I see why Boo double time now. They wanted to do Grandma's Stories and then reset cycle. Because by this point, besides Letter to Cafe, there's really not a whole lot going on that's time sensitive now. Wow, that's a big break for Riley.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see which songs we'll need.
It is entirely possible it's entirely possible that Riley is in go mode right now. If it's just eggs and Romani. Unfortunately, it's a little too late to check that keg for Riley.
Just a little bit.
Actually, you gotta do it day one anyway, so never mind. Zoe is suggesting that Boo might have made it first cycle just in case Keg shows up in here. That's not a bad idea.
Interesting. Definitely gonna pay off. Also, this is very odd Great Bay music. I don't recognize it.
Yeah, no, nothing's coming to mind for me either. Skyward is checking the back of Ocean Spider House here.
I like that little Goron roll trick Boo did as well.
Oh yeah, Great Bay movement is some of the, just continues to surprise me every time. Because Great Bay, I feel, is like one of the most movement technical dungeons in the game. Stone Tower's got a few good ones too. Skyward getting a pretty lucky puzzle there.
Let's see if it pays off. Yeah, I mean, could be worse items.
Could be worse. Although the Chateau was pretty free today, so you could easily have just used Chateau to compensate. But even still, extended magic is nice to have without Chateau. Yeah, we've got Riley and Boo both clearing out Great Bay Temple, and they both have their kegs. Postman's Freedom was just a purple rupee. And we get to see that hilarious sprint off into the distance. That would sadly not be repeated in Twilight Princess. It was still a pretty hilarious sprint, though.
I love that it always interrupted you. Even in wolf form, you'd get that "Ayo!" and you'd transform back into a human and have to talk to him.
Oh yeah, one of the few comical characters of Twilight Princess.
I don't know. There's a few in Twilight Princess, like the
Oh, yeah.
clown, and Uka.
Yeah, there's no shortage of... Actually, come to think about it, yeah, Twilight Princess has no shortage of colorful characters. Alright, that's Boo's Keg. I didn't realize Boo didn't pick up Keg yet.
Yeah, one of the more underrated comical characters, I think, is the guy who runs the bomb shop in Kakariko Village. The bomb guy.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Unfortunately, who loses their shed after Link blows it up. Insert the "You maniacs, you blew it up" scene.
Oh, and Mallow, of course.
Oh yeah. Alright, Eris picked up that extra bottle now. I think that was the extra bottle in the chest. It might be the other one. Looks like Riley's setting up for another, ooh, precise jump there. Didn't even use a bomb. Okay, that is Skyward's bottle now from Cape. And yeah, it looks like according to the tracker, Boo and Riley together both only have 2 bottles, so it looks like Riley didn't get the, I think Riley didn't get the Chateau bottle and Boo didn't get the Cape bottle.
Interesting. I suppose it's a bit out of the way to long shot up to those items. Or claw shot, I should say.
Oops, looks like Boo missed the jump there. Yeah, this water wheel can be a bit of a tough one to navigate sometimes.
Yeah, I think it is in this room in particular where you see the most impressive movement in the game.
Like that. Alright, Riley, our first runner to fight Gyorg. Plenty of armaments for this job.
Good old George.
I always get I never am sure of the pronunciation of this fish.
Yeah, I'm normally a Georg sort of person.
Yeah, I see some folks in chat saying they also call him George.
Yes, thank you, Zoe. Very helpful.
Yeah, I've heard most folks say Gyorg on restreams, so I tend to run with that. Ooh, Skyward's hitting the Cape Owl too. Skyward might be thinking about Great Bay Temple as well. Nope, pulled out the wrong mask.
Probably just gonna get some Zora Hall checks done first.
To answer a question, chat, Keg was in Great Bay Temple. One of the earlier checks too.
Georg down on Riley's end.
And it's Elegy on the Dungeon Warp. Stone Tower's full clearable. I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. We're only missing the Mirror Shield for the potential of another item check.
And the item was just a purple rupee. Useless. And to answer your question, chat, light arrows were in Iconic Graveyard, but Iconic Graveyard also had New Wave. So, I think it really depends on how you look at it, but if Keg is required, then Iconic Graveyard could have been Way of the Hero twice over. Nice fish, despite having the shield up. And that was with the shield up, too. Nice fish.
Don't want to get bitten again.
Oh, maybe Boo ran out of magic while the shield was up. Incoming!
Ooh.
Oh, that dealt 2 hearts of damage. Please don't get
Yeah,
swallowed again.
Geo does a lot of damage.
Oh no. Oh, I hate it when the fish goes off the camera like that. That is always scary. Oh jeez, I just realized Boo's low heart message is the chicken sound.
I was starting to wonder where that was coming from.
Hi.
Riley's about to get the ranch song.
I was just about to have a sip of my soda when I realized that. That would have been a good spit take. I love it when random low heart sound effects are randomized. Never get tired of that. All right, so Eris and Skyward both heading into Great Bay Temple. Looks like they both had the decided to go with the idea that it's possible New Wave could have been the way of the hero as well. So they're all going to get that keg.
Yeah, and its
Riley's
progression.
Indeed. Riley's reset cycle already and is going to check Romani.
Do we know what the Fishman game is?
We do not. We don't have our other sometimes in, now that I think about it.
Hopefully it's nothing, because if it is, that's pretty bad news for Riley.
Oh yeah. If that's well, the only thing it can really be that would absolutely kill him right now is Mirror Shield. Or something that leads to Mirror Shield, which there aren't a whole lot of things that lead to another item things left, aren't there?
Yeah, maybe he's hoping he's already in game mode.
I think that is what he's thinking. Because this is a faster song check. If this is Storms, then you get your confirmation earlier. If this is another dungeon, then so much the better. Alright, that is Boo's third bottle. And Romani gives us Sonata. That's what Riley wants to see.
That's a quick dungeon, easy to get out of the way.
Quick dungeon, one more graveyard check just to add the final insult to injury that has Mirror Shield. I'm gonna laugh, literally, if Kita has Mirror Shield.
Riley going to Great Bay. Deciding to do eggs.
He might be going for it. He's a bottle short for 3, but there could be a bottle in Pirates... There probably is a bottle in Pirates Fortress. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
Especially when we've only seen 3. Granted, we also haven't seen 3 dungeons yet, but it's pretty likely there's a bottle in here.
I'd laugh if the extra bottle's in the eel hideout instead. Pinnacle Rock.
That would be funny too. Not as terrifying as Funagi though from Mario 64.
Oh yeah.
Halt! Yeet!
I love what they did to Unagi in Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah. I forgot they brought him back in Odyssey.
Yeah, they did give him a new name though. It's actually called Moray Eel. Moray Eel? It's something Moray now.
I gotta replay Mario Odyssey. I saw the Talkatoo % run and SGDQ too, and it was pretty cool. It's basically the closest we're gonna get right now to a Mario Odyssey randomizer.
Talkatoo speed. Oh, you talk to Talkatoo and get the moon hints.
You get the moons that only get the moons that Talkatoo gives you, besides the story ones.
Oh, interesting.
Because Talkatoo can give you up to 3 moons at a time. And then you have to collect at least one of them before Talkatoo tells you there's another one.
So you get the 3 moons he tells you, or do you keep talking to him until you've got enough moons?
You talk to him to get 3 moons, and then after you can get any number of those 3 moons, and whichever ones you got, Talkatoo will replace those with new ones.
Yeah, but for the speed run, how does that work?
You have to get the minimum number of moons to get to Bowser. So the minimum number of moons to progress each world. Alright, that is a keg for Skyward.
We're getting tingle picture.
That is true. We haven't seen this yet, despite the Macau Picto box. But yeah, I think Riley's going to go for PF and just hope that... Oh, PF had Gibdo's mask, which... Oh, Mirror Shield in the graveyard. Can we have a vanilla Mirror Shield? Is that possible in this logic?
With light arrows, yeah, we have everything we need to do well, I think.
That would be hilarious if we had a vanilla required Mirror Shield at this point.
Actually, vanilla Mirror Shield wouldn't be that bad. You can just go to the back of well using light arrows.
That is true. Chat's saying they want to see a vanilla Mirror Shield too. And in the chest...
See lemon.
Lemons as a result of bees? Well, no third bottle for Riley, unfortunately, but luckily with 2 bottles it was already going to be a 2-trip visit anyway. Looks like Boo is electing to gun it for Woodfall Temple here. But yeah,
now, if Boo finds Mirror Shield, do you reckon they go straight to Igos?
Probably, actually, because they only need one more song. In Riley's case, if Eggs is Lullaby, he's in go mode. That's it. But if it's Storms, then we're looking for Mirror Shield. So, Riley's in a very delicate position here.
I think that's why Boo is prioritizing the dungeons. I don't think they want to do eggs. They would rather get the dungeons and hope they find Mirror Shield and do Igos instead.
It certainly is the fastest song check, and you have to clear this anyway, so... Here we go.
Bucket Bay.
This is something I'd cat jam to. Alright, looks like Riley's going back for that second Pirate Fortress dip. Alright, what do we got here in Woodfall Temple? Money! That we really don't need. We hope.
The only thing of importance that we've had to buy is the Zora Mask, and maybe the Mask of Truth later on.
Yeah, that's a pretty big maybe, though. Alright, Eris picks up Elegy. And, okay, yeah, Eris has a keg in her inventory as well, so yeah, everybody's got keg now.
I'll be curious to see if Boo decides to do Stone Tower before Eggs.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think it makes sense, because regardless of whether or not items are there, Stone Tower is progression. But you just have to question whether or not you get the items as well. It's just a tricky spot Stone Tower is in. There's no items sorry, let me start over. There's no items in Inverted Stone Tower, right? Aside from the boss.
Inverted Stone Tower, I don't think there are. But we know Stone Tower itself is foolish, so that means the 3 checks outside Inverted Stone Tower are useless. Another thing that's still been outstanding is nobody has bothered to check that letter to Cafe yet. That was on Bean Daddy.
Yeah, I think it being on Bean Daddy is the reason why no one's checked it.
I'm surprised. What time is it for Boo? Is it still, like, relatively early in the cycle?
I think so.
Yeah, it's way early in this. Oh, it's night of the first day. So yeah, Boo could still get it and turn it in timely manner if this ends up being nothing special here in Woodfall Temple. Not rushing letter to Cafe in a Way of the Hero laundry pool, bro Tinderdose. Even though that laundry pool did have fire arrows, I'm still bobbing my head to this.
It's hard to go wrong with banjo music.
It really is. Say what you will about either game, they both have pretty good bangers in their soundtracks.
Yeah, one song in particular that I want to give a shout out to is Jinjo Village from Tui.
Oh yeah, that one's fantastic.
Cheery, upbeat one.
Except for that one part where the king turns into a zombie.
Yeah, that's depressing, but I love it for it.
Alright, Skyward picking up Sonata from Romani. Eris, in the meantime, is doing PF. How many bottles does she have? I can't really see her tracker that well. I want to say she has 3. Because I think I saw her do Grandma Stories for the Chateau bottle. I know I saw her go to...
3 bottles marked.
Okay, perfect. Unfortunately, this is still going to be a double trip because no bottles in PF for some reason.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that bottle to show up here in Pinnacle Rock.
That'd be hilarious if it did.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they did Pirate's Fortress before Pinnacle Rock, just because you can do those 3 eggs straight away, and there's a chance those chests might have something. Oh, Riley's acting like he's in go mode. He didn't check that chest.
Yeah, he might be thinking he's in go mode. But there was nothing in Woodfall Temple, unfortunately. So, we're gonna have to see what Boo does next. I would like to see them check Letter to Cafe next, just to get that out of the way, because that's been weighing on me ever since we found out Laundry Pool's Way of the Hero.
We're about to get our moment of truth with this song, though.
I think Riley actually needs to do another trip to Pinnacle Rock.
But does Riley only have 2 bottles?
Riley only has 2 bottles. He never got the Chateau bottle. And, well, Seahorses we already know was hinted dead. Yeah, Seahorses was one of the Sometimes Hints. We don't know what the other one is. The other Sometimes Hints are in Icona and, I guess, Swamp Spider House. Because, yeah, we never found our other Sometimes Hint, as far as I'm aware.
Probably nothing given how deep it's buried.
Safe bet.
And the fact that we have pretty much all the items we need aside from Mirror Shield. Alright, Boo's deciding to do eggs.
And I think once Riley confirms if Storms is on eggs, then we will open a bet for Mirror Shield. But that's if and only if Storms is on eggs.
Clearly the Mirror Shield's going to be in Spirit Temple.
Well, that makes sense. In before the Stone Tower music is Spirit Temple.
Oh, that would be perfect.
It would be. I kind of like what they did with the Spirit Temple for this season's rendition of it.
Yeah, a lot of these Ocarina of Time temple themes I have trouble recognizing just because of how heavily remixed they are.
Yep, especially because there's no chorus in
Probably
the MM
Pinnacle
soundtrack.
Rock.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a bottle in Pinnacle Rock. The Skyward just found gold dust.
Oh, that's the worst possible bottle you could find right now. The one bottle you can't use.
Oh, but if you did Pinnacle Rock first, you could have turned it in and then do a 4-bottle Pirate Fortress.
Ooh. Yeah, for those wondering, the gold dust has to be turned in either at Smithy or Curiosity Shop before you can actually use it properly. Otherwise, that gold dust is locked in, or a cycle reset. Because you can't just dump the gold dust on the ground and hope that the wind blows it away. You don't have a Gale Boomerang in this game, or a Gust Bellows.
I still haven't gotten Skyward Sword HD. I've sort of been undecided whether I'm going to pick it up.
Folks have been saying it's pretty good, and I think if Gymnast's runs have been anything to go by, most of the glitches not back in time related are still working.
Oh, cool. I mean, I love Skyward Sword. It's just I have the Wii original. I'm not. What was that?
That is Lullaby. Riley is in go mode at 135.36. How about that, folks? Here's another. That's another Jet Seed.
Do you reckon Riley will be able to sub 2?
You know, as somebody who really still can't gauge the dungeon times correctly from watching these, I can't answer that. Only one way to find out, though. Did we have to do the entirety of eggs with 2 bottles? No, we could have done it with 3.
Could have done it with 4.
That is true, because there is a 4th bottle in, PR.
Pinnacle Rock.
But yeah, that is go mode for Riley, so he just has to clear these last 3 dungeons.
Yeah, unfortunately, it means no gambling for us. No bets.
Unfortunately. Yeah, with everybody doing eggs right now and having Keg in tow, they're all going to practically hit go mode one after the other here, assuming that none of them missed Romani, which it looks like nobody did. I think I see Sonata on everybody's tracker.
Boo's turning gold dust, which means they will be able to do the 4-bottle egg run. And they've already done Woodfall, so I think Boo's in a pretty good position as well.
Ooh, very true. You know, considering that we've had a couple of qualifiers between 10 and 14 have been really trolly, I think this is just the seed generator saying, "Okay, I'll let you rest a little bit."
I appreciate it, because I will be resting after this race.
Chat saying Eris does not have Sonata on her tracker yet, so she might have not checked Keg yet. I assume she will check it right after. She might check it reset cycle right after doing eggs.
Goron race, there's the other sometimes in, I think.
Oh, we know it's not important at this point. It was a hard piece. Yeah, all things considering, yeah, what would have been the big troll of this seat? Because the bows were being found everywhere. Bombs were relatively free. Zoramask was a little late in the chain. It was behind Big Bomb Bag, but that was about it, really. If you really just followed your ways of the hero and actually went to Great Bay Temple after New Wave, you were basically in business. See, I think we can safely say that Graveyard was double wave the hero for new wave and light arrows.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's been trolly about this seed. Like, it's been a very straightforward race, I think. Although,
Yeah.
no, the trolly part about this seed was getting upon a song when you did.
That is true, because it was in Village, right? Yeah, it was in Goron Village.
Yeah. Oh, yes! Now this is a song I can catch into.
Now, if only this was the mid-boss music.
This just means you get to hear it more.
For those wondering, this is the final boss of Banjo-Kazooie. This is the Gruntilda fight.
I can't believe you got up here. It's unfair. I'll have to beat you, bird and bear.
Oh yeah, well at least they put an end to the rhyming in the sequel. Annoying your rhyming is, so stop it or we won't tell.
Oh no, they just gave the rhyming to someone else.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, Bottle's brother Jam Jars does the rhyme instead.
Well yeah, because that's, oh yeah, because of the military march tunes. Makes sense. But yeah, Boo's gonna have no trouble getting the rest of these eggs here.
Yeah, some people don't like that they got rid of the rhymes for Grunty, but I don't mind it because it lets you flesh out her character a bit more, I feel like. Like, a personality can be restricted when you have to rhyme all the time.
Yeah, you make do with what you got.
But I
Fish.
still like the rhymes.
Alright, Riley is busy just zipping through Inverted Stone Tower here.
Yeah, I
Don't have
suppose
to-
it's this item. Ooh, Riley's got a fairy, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Riley's... Oh, a fairy, okay. I didn't see Riley pick that up, because yeah, Gomez is gonna hit like a truck without double defense, which was in Foolish Woodfall, by the way. Also, nice Giant's Wallet in PF.
As pirates like their money.
That is true. Although space pirates strangely dislike theft.
Yeah, they'll just kill everyone on the planet instead.
Rude. Or smash a giant Phazon meteorite into it instead. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna handle Prime 4 without Phazon.
I reckon Phazon's still going to play a part. I reckon there's going to be like trying to make an artificial version of Phazon or something.
That one pirate vessel that the Galactic Federation missed.
I mean, we know pirates are still around because they show up in Super.
Oh yeah, that, well, the pirates in Prime 3 are actually sort of a splinter cell of pirates. The pirate homeworld log entries show that.
Oh, cool.
They're sort of a splinter cell that follows Dark Samus.
I just figured during the Prime games, all the pirates were just under Dark Samus's control. They didn't really have a choice in it.
Now, the sort of unity between Dark Samus and pirates doesn't occur until Prime 3. Until then, they kind of don't like each other.
Yeah, which is why I thought in Prime 3, Dark Samus just had them under mind control, like they're using Phazon Infection to control them.
might have been a little bit of column A, column B. I gotta read the log entries again. Alright, Riley is taking on Twin Mold. Alright, Eris is about to pick up Sonata, and that'll be her go mode. But yeah, I suspect we're going to see some pretty low times here.
I wonder when we'll start seeing finishes. Ooh, that was rude.
Oh, Twin Mold?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Twin Mold's giving Riley a really bad pattern here. How many people racing? Checks notes. 15.
A pretty good number. Yeah. I actually had a bit of a scare earlier thinking I'd need to get new Wii remotes and nunchucks to play Super Mario Galaxy 2. Thankfully, just turning the Wii remote on and off again during the game sort of fixed that up.
Huh.
Yeah, it was being really weird. Like, I could get into the game, but when I got to the title screen, I couldn't get past the press A and B at the same time part.
Weird.
Like, I could still press buttons. Like, I could press home and go to the home menu and get out of the home menu. But for some reason, it wouldn't press A and B at the same time. But thankfully, just
weird.
turning it on and off again fixed it up.
That's really weird. I can't say I've had that problem before.
Yeah, I thought my B button wasn't working, but I was able to turn the Wii remote on by pressing it. So, I wasn't sure what was up with it.
We've got simultaneous mid-bosses on the left side of your screen here, as Boo has entered Go mode by picking up Lullaby. So, I'm trying to look between Boo and Riley and see who's ahead. Boo is ahead of Woodfall Temple Clear, but is also has just finished up Twin Mold. So, I don't know. I think Riley's going to have the easier go mode through Woodfall Temple. So I think Riley has pulled ahead here.
Yeah, I do think Riley's got the lead at this stage.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. Now, granted, all the other runners aren't that far behind. They're all in go mode. Riley's in-game time is looking pretty solid, too. Midday, day 3 with only 2 dungeons to go. Might have to double time sooner rather than later, though.
Yeah, here's another song I can catch into. I do love the Twin Rover thing.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty solid.
Witches have good music.
They do, you know?
Du-du-du.
Alright, that was, I think, a boss down for Skyward. Great Fairy Sword kind of just utterly annihilates them.
There was a boss? I didn't even notice.
Me neither, really. It only just caught my eye.
Interesting spot to play Song of Double Time.
Whatever gets the timer moving, really. Alright, Riley, meanwhile, is gunning it for Snowhead Temple. Great Fairy Sword should have been left by the... Great Fairy Sword should have been unlocked by the Young Link amiibo. If this gets remade on the Switch, that's going to be a hilarious add-on. Not remade, but re-released on the Switch.
When it was getting remade for the 3DS, there was a part of me that wanted the amiibos to unlock the fairy magic from Ocarina of Time. Like, the Link amiibo would unlock Flora's Wind, the Zelda amiibo Noru's Love, and Ganondorf amiibo Din's Fire.
Oh, chat's mentioning in Breath of the Wild, the Young Link amiibo should have given a Great Fairy Sword. That would have been great. Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it gives us a Fierce Deity outfit as it is, plus its sword. So I like what Young Link already gives us.
Yeah, I think, yeah, there's some nice callbacks. The Majora's Mask is just creepy in Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah. I love that it's the only DLC item that's actually completely unique and useful.
Yeah, because it, forces blood moons, doesn't it?
No. What the Majora's Mask item is, it lets enemies will be docile towards you, and there are items in the game that do that, but the Majora's Mask is the only one that does it for all of them.
Yeah, because I recently learned how blood moons work in Breath of the Wild. They're meant to essentially flush the RAM out, so that way it doesn't, lead to any potential crashing issues. And if the game is having a really bad day, it just panic starts a blood moon.
I did not know that. I just thought it was random.
Yeah, it was mentioned in one of the semi-recent AGDQ Breath of the Wild runs that basically if you just load stuff incorrectly, or the game really realizes that it might have some issues and it might crash soon, it basically does a panic blood moon and immediately just resets everything.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're doing a shrine, you'll come out and then all of a sudden you've got that blood moon cutscene. Or go to sleep, you'll get the blood moon cutscene.
Yeah, there's normal time gaps to when it's supposed to happen too, but the random blood moon is essentially a panic blood moon because the game's having a bad day, essentially.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wishes you could disable the blood moon and you could just go around and just kill every enemy and create a peaceful Hyrule. But it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it's a creative solution to a technical problem, though. I'll give Nintendo credit for it.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you told me that. That's awesome.
Oh, that was a quick Gomez mid-boss. Although, to be fair, Riley blew right through it, too.
Ooh, Skyward missing the Whiz Robe.
Ooh, no quick kill. Alright, Riley is on the goat fight. And I think he's double timed it to Night of the Final Day already. So this should be just about right. This should be just about right. He should be coming out of Woodfall right at about midnight.
I actually think there's a chance he might come out early.
Possibly, because Woodfall is probably one of the quicker dungeons to go. Is one of the quicker dungeons to go mode.
And Boo is further along in their night cycle, so this could still end up being close.
Yeah, that is true. If Riley ends up having to wait for in-game time, that's going to give Boost a few, couple precious minutes, potentially, depending on how close it is. And as chat points out, Breath of the Wild blood moons occur like every slightly more than 2 hours or so. But yeah, it's like after that much gameplay time, it triggers, or if the RAM goes over 90%, it just panics the blood moons. And it doesn't just panic blood moon, it's like that screaming sun in Rick and Morty. when it rises.
Yeah.
The sun's rising. Sorry.
Get out of here.
Well, Boo is not
I
having any
assume
issues.
Yeah, I assume the cutscene still plays the same for the.
Oh, yeah. It just cuts. It basically, things go red over like 3 seconds, and then the roar happens, and then the blood moon rises once again, Link. And the funny thing is, after a panic blood moon, it doesn't even change the time of day. It'll keep the time of day at whatever it was left at.
That's pretty cool.
Chat, I wish there was a mod to put the Majora's Mask moon in there. That would be so creepy.
Ooh. There we go.
Yeah, to answer a question, Chad, Riley's never been to Woodfall because foolish Woodfall, and the only good thing in here was double defense. Which I don't think our runners are going to be too worried about at this point with Great Fairy Sword, light arrows, and all the goodies.
Yeah. Still nice for Eris to have, though.
For sure. Okay, these, whatever these things are, have been just bullying people today. I'm very surprised Riley didn't bust out Deku Mask to just void out. Hip loops, thank you, Zoe.
Yeah, so this is still anyone's game. Well, Riley or Boo's.
Yeah, they're going to be entering their last dungeon at not the same time, but within about a minute apart.
I don't think we'll be seeing Sub 2, though.
I don't think so either. Even still, though, just a little over 2 hours, and not having to... Come to think of it, there was absolutely nothing outside of Graveyard. There was nothing in Icana. There was... Great Bay was really the loaded area today.
Yeah.
And
of course, the Clocktown area.
That is true. But yeah, Graveyard and Great Bay were both pretty loaded today, because Graveyard had New Wave and Light Arrows, and New Wave was needed for Keg, so...
And was hinted as well, so we knew to go there.
Absolutely. But yeah, all of our runners now are just cruising through their dungeons.
And just going straight to the boss key.
Yeah, thankfully that's not randomized.
Yeah, it makes for a fun difference between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Brando.
Oh, for sure.
Can you imagine if the boss key was randomized in Stone Tower?
Oh, jeez. At least it's keysy. So you can go through all the small key doors. Then you'd have to be considered key logic, and ugh.
And inverted versus uninverted.
Oh, do we even have to go there?
Also, Boo is now in final hours.
Alright, how's Riley look? Riley's actually going to enter final hours before finishing up, so both their in-game times are going to play out perfectly.
Getting the quick kill.
They both have their boss keys.
Let's hope that dragonfly doesn't cause Riley any issues.
Oh, yeah. The secret weapon. The secret
Tougher
weapon of
challenge
Woodfall.
than a dollar. Okay, so
Give it
who's
this-
entering the boss fight first?
Oh, there's the troll dragonfly.
Oh.
Sounds like Riley got it. Oh, we're gonna have simultaneous bosses here. Strap yourselves
This
in,
is
folks.
so
Here we
close.
go. Strap yourselves in. Get some popcorn. Here we go.
Ooh! The dollar fights back.
And Riley takes down Odawa first, but Boo is right behind. Happy 2 hours. We got a neck-and-neck race here.
This is gonna come straight down to execution.
It is going to come down to execution. It is going to come down to Majora. Like, they're literally 10 seconds apart from each other right now. Oh, but Riley's got to watch the swamp purification cutscene, so Boo just got an extra 5 seconds or so on Riley.
Oh! Boo's gonna be first on the moon.
Only by a few seconds, though.
Don't pick up the silver rupee.
Ooh, that would have been close. Ah, this is going to be good, folks.
Both to order.
All right, Riley just taking a quick second for a magic refill.
Alright, what music has Majora got for us today?
Oh, this is always one of the best parts of the end game.
Right, Chad asking who we think is going to win between Skyward and Eris.
Well, Eris just has to. Eris still has to get the Snowhead Temple boss key. I think Skyward is on Twin Mold, which is his last boss. So I think Skyward's got that section over there.
Also, this is terrible Majora's Mask music.
Yeah, a little too icy. Let's see if this music makes it spicy instead. Nope. Creepy, but not exactly what we're looking for.
I really want to see, I'm not sure if it's in the game or not, but I want to see Mark's theme from Kirby Superstar for a Majora fight.
It might be in there. Ooh, Boo didn't get the one cycle.
Ooh, and Riley's now on Incarnation.
It looks like they're both using bomb strategies. Ooh, Boo's got to do another cycle.
I need to get the bow out. There we go. Now, Majora's Wrath is not free. Like, you can easily stun lock you.
Oh, and Riley just definitely gained another 10 seconds or so on that. This is it, folks. Here we go. And already Majora being rude.
Oh, that locking onto the wrong target enemy.
But that's gonna
And
do
GG
it.
to Boo!
Well played.
Whoa! FaZe, what? Oh, Boo got sniped by FaZe. GG.
Wow, Boo will finish the restream in first, but that's going to be second overall. FaZe finishes with a time of 2:03:51. Boo with a time of, if I could find it, 2:03:51. 10 seconds, 11 seconds difference, and Riley finishing with a time of 2:04:03. 22 seconds between all those three runners.
That is in a very tight race.
And
GG to Vidya James with a time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 41 seconds.
so all of the finishes coming up, that is literally 61 seconds between our top four finishers today. That is phenomenal. We have confirmed that Riley will be joining us for an interview, but Boo will not.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right.
GG.
thanks.
That was a phenomenal race between you and Boo. It literally came down to Majora.
I mean, it came down to me getting owned by the bugs in Woodfall, but
Yeah. We saw
Oh,
that.
that was a bit
You
unfortunate.
actually beat Adowa before Boo beat Go. It was just the cutscene that plays after beating them that made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, the slight sloppiness in execution cost me at the end, because my twin mold wasn't too great either. It was pretty but, you know, I'm not upset about this. This is a pretty good result and a pretty good race, so I'll take it.
Yeah, for perspective, Skyward is on Majora's incarnation right now, and Eris just took down her last boss, so she's about to head to the moon
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
So this was a really this was another jet seed, pretty much.
I mean, the seed was super simple. Like, it's hard. I think it's hard to screw up. Let's put it that way.
You all basically all of you took the graveyard way of the hero hint further and decided to go to Great Bay Temple following New Wave, and lo and behold, that got you your keg, and you didn't need Mirror Shield.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily following that way of the hero. Like, it's progression. It's a progression dungeon, and GBT is super, super quick. Like, if you skip Wart, I mean, it's like 10 seconds slower if you just get all the checks on the way. It's really not that bad, and then you get information about the oath song at the same time. So it's way too valuable to just skip out on the dungeon instantly. So as soon as you get New Wave, I think just going inside the dungeon is really good.
Yeah, and it ended up just working out really well in your favor because keg was nice and early in the dungeon.
Yeah. First check. And then I was like, okay, I'm potentially going to go. Like, I got to play for it. So I did 2 bottle eggs, and yeah. I see that everybody else had way more bottles than me, so...
Yeah, the bottles...
In Pinnacle Rock.
Where?
In Pinnacle Rock, at the bottom, there's a gold
Oh.
dust down there.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The gold dust, I wouldn't have turned that in anyways.
There was a gold dust bottle, and Grandma's Stories had a Chateau bottle.
Okay. Yeah, I can see doing grandma stories. I just never... I can never route it in. I mean, I could have routed it in, but I'd rather push bigger densities, so...
All right, we've got another finish from Skyward, who finishes in third on Restream, 5th overall with an official race time GG time of 2:07:11.
And Eris on the Majora's Mask fight right now.
And we have confirmed Skyward will be joining us in a moment for an interview.
Yeah, we talked like the closest part of the seed that was kinda trolly was getting upon his song when you did instead of a dungeon entrance. Aside from that, everything else just seemed to fall into place.
Yeah. Like I said, there's nothing you can really get baited. Like, the items are all in super simple locations. Like, what's the worst? Like, nothing. Like, there's nothing I can really think of. Ice arrows and cape, maybe? Like, I did beavers, I guess. That cost me like a minute or so as well. Like, I don't know if everybody did beavers, but
I think you were the only one who did beepers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But at that time, I was like, all right, I'll just play safe. Screw it. Like, I'm here. Like, I don't know. I'm probably never coming back here with how much stuff else I had to do. So
What? I want to stop you there. What is Majora doing here? Majora's Mask does not stop spinning for like a half a minute here. Is this how long this attack goes normally? That was like the longest spin attack I've ever seen.
Spin to win.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker. Let's try spinning. That's a good trick.
Oh, jeez. All right, Eris moves on to Incarnation.
So it must have been a pretty fun restream to watch then, because everybody's super close as well.
Yeah, it's like you said. No one got baited. You know what? You could tell no one got baited because literally nobody checked Letter to Cafe.
I mean, there's really not time to go back and check it. Like, you just have so much better stuff to do than go back to get the bean salesman to turn in Letter to Cafe. That's like it's a pretty big commitment at the time. So
Fair.
I decided to just say screw it and just. I mean, I didn't say it. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. I just used the toilet paper night one, and that's all she wrote. So get it. But anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't an inopportune time, to be fair, but yeah, literally nobody checked it. And we were wondering it for some time, too, because Laundry Pool was still Way of the Hero, even with fire arrows there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just look at what happened with Graveyard.
I mean, the way I see it is that, like, usually when you only have one Way of the Hero, like, if you get an item from Way of the Hero, for me, that is already fulfilled like that with fire arrows. I don't really, like, give it much more, value than it should. Like, yeah, Graveyard was, but, like, Bossa Nova was already a bit ambiguous in the first place, so, like, full clearing it when you're there is always correct. So when you get lights, you're like, okay, like, Graveyard's fulfilled, like, I have a dungeon to do now, so getting the song is good, so...
Nice eat.
Interesting location. Yeah, Eris is having a interesting Majora fight.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf? How about Link on the Ring?
Majora's been a bad kid.
Absolutely. Although, Eris had the stun lock at first, but then got sniped by a mask, but that is gonna do it.
GG to Eris.
And Eris is going to take 6th overall with a time of 2:11:22.
Hey,
Hey, GG Skyward.
Yo, GG Skyward.
GG's.
So, what are your thoughts on that seed? Another quick one?
Yeah, another quick one, and I played very stupidly. I mean, I was thinking, what's the way of the hero at East Clocktown, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I watched my VOD when I got the cake. I was like, okay, I'll watch my VOD and see if there's really nothing in East Clocktown. And then I saw the captain's item. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
right. So potentially in go mode. So it's like, well, if that's it, it's gonna have a pretty bad place. And didn't thought I would be only 4 minutes behind the first one. Not even 4 minutes, like 3.5.
Yeah, like, I mean, like I was saying earlier, I think it's pretty difficult to get baited into Seed. Like, everything is just kind of on the way.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is on the way, but I was really thinking, like, I really wasted a lot of time doing side checks. I don't know if you guys got, on the restream, if people got 4 bottles to do Pirate's Fortress.
We know of 4 bottles.
Oh, you did 4 bottles. Who did 4 bottles? They went to Pinnacle Rock first, got the gold dust, turned it in, and then did a 4-bottle Pirate Fortress.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I only did 2 bottle eggs, so I never got the Chateau.
You didn't even check the chest at Pinnacle Rock. You were gunning it for go mode.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, when you're in Pinnacle Rock, you have 2 bottles. Like, checking chests for, like, I don't know, like it just like I mean, it ended up being gold dust. I would have like it would have served no purpose because it's just go turn the eggs in and then go back. But like
Yeah, the gold dust doesn't help when you have only 2 bottles.
yeah, but
It only
yeah,
had
like
if you had 3 and then get the 4th for Pirate's Fortress.
yeah.
Yeah, I was saying.
Go ahead.
I was just saying earlier. There's no Gus Bellows or Gale Boomerang in this game, so you can't just dump the gold dust on the ground and blow it away.
But yeah, like I don't know. At the point, like I'd rather just commit to eggs. Like I know people like play. Sometimes they play a bit more reserved and they just like still open chest on the way while they're doing eggs. Like nah, like I'm potentially in go mode. I'm skipping almost every check except if it's like literally in my face. Like
If
like
the song had turned out to be storms, though, would you have gone back for those checks?
I would have gone to Pirate's Fortress for sure, yeah, because I skipped exterior and sewers, and that's still 7 checks really fast. So
Yeah, I would have returned to Fortress as well. But I didn't skip the checks on the way because I was like, okay, I'm probably behind, so like if I want to get first place or any like top 10 or anything, like one of the first place I wanted to check some checks on the way. So if it's Mirror Shield, that's good, and or if it's a bottle in the case of Pinnacle Rock, and I guess it helped not being left like too much behind.
yeah.
Doing Fortress with 4 eggs definitely saves quite a bunch of time. Even if you have to give the gold dust to Smithy.
Yeah, those the ways of the heroes, all things considering, were satisfied pretty fast today.
Yeah, all the way of the heroes were super good. Like Graveyard Way of the Hero is a really good way of the hero. Like
Yeah.
especially since it's locked by Epona compared to other song locations. You know that it's either the song for an item behind the song or like light arrows are just there. So obviously that was super nice.
Well, I mean, it was both. It was a song and light arrow, so...
Yeah. But, like, the song doesn't really matter at a point where you get light arrows. Like, okay, like, the song is nice on top of that, and then I feel like I was saying, like, just going to Great Bay Temple just to get the Oath song knowledge at that time was just good. So, like, that was the best play anyways after Graveyard, in my opinion.
Yeah, just about all of you went to Great Bay Temple really before doing too much else. Like none of you even dipped Secret Shrine, I don't think, despite getting light arrows before Great Bay Temple.
Well, because you get Garrow's Mask pretty late. I think it was Zora Cape, so...
Yes.
It was Evan.
Oh, it was Zora.
Evan, the band leader, that's right.
Yeah, because I did all of Cape, did Beavers, got my Ice Arrows, I went there because I was like, okay, before I go Graveyard, I kind of want to fish for Garo or Gibdo. And then my last check, I got Garo. I'm like, cool, I can like go Graveyard and go get the Owl at Khan at the same time. So that was really good for my routing. And yeah, and then after that, I went GBT, and then from there, everything basically chained into something pretty simple. I mean, the seed overall was very simple. So
if it was Storms on eggs, that wouldn't have been the same. It would have been Casino mode for Mirror Shield, and...
You say that, but literally, like, I think half my qualifiers, I was in potential go mode with songs items, and it was always the wrong one. Like, I think there's, like, only one that didn't happen, and every other one is like, oh, I have, like, Mirror Shield, oh, it's not the right song, alright, well, Casino mode, let's go. This, I think, is the first seed where that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So...
I want to take a quick second to thank FaZe for subscribing to ZSR. Thank you so much for your support of the channel.
GG FaZe.
And GG's, congrats on your win. Well played.
Yeah, last qualifier tomorrow, then. That's my last one as well. So, perfect.
Yeah, we only have one qualifier left, folks, and that is tomorrow afternoon at noon Eastern Time.
Yep.
Gonna be pretty wild. I have a chance to bop Vidya, so definitely.
I think he's aware. Is Vidya the only one you can bop?
Probably. Yeah. I would have
Maybe
to get a
Homura.
pretty wild seed to Bob Omura.
Yeah,
Like, super wild.
for sure.
Because yeah, Omura. Yeah, I would need like 1,030 or something.
I mean, you're what, 56 behind, and you can get. No, you actually can't pass Homura. The max points you can get is 53, so you can only go up video because your best result minus your fourth result right now is 53.
All right, yeah,
So
that's correct. Well, we'll try to Bob Vidya, get the top 6. It's good enough for me.
yeah, I'm happy with 12 as well.
Nah, but I didn't play too well during those qualifiers, but I'm still good. Still okay with my position. I could have been better, but I guess could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like, a few of them I was like, meh, whatever. But like, yeah, I'll take it. End of the day, what counts is during the bracket stage to bring your A game, and
Yeah,
I hope
exactly.
we can have good matches. So,
Yeah.
especially since you knocked me out last year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I knocked out almost everyone on the loser bracket. Like it was
Yeah, you
almost at the first stage of loser bracket. Like I lost my match against Fate, and then I was like at the bottom of the loser bracket and went all the way up, bopping
Yeah.
everyone. So yeah. Don't
All right.
know how it will be this year. I wonder.
Yeah.
We are certainly looking forward to that rivalry.
Sure.
We also have confirmed that Eris has declined an interview, so that's everybody for today. We should be getting another finish in just a moment if the bot would catch up in chat, please.
Any minute now.
Yeah, the bot is delayed by the restream delay, but then the interview scenes overlay isn't, so you could already see that finish.
Oh,
GG
perfect.
Death King 2, who finished 7th with a time of 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 58 seconds.
There we go.
Had
Forgot
fun.
that.
Nope. I was gonna say sorry.
Or should
I had
say-
fun, but thanks for the restream as well. I always enjoy it.
Thanks for the stream.
Thank you for racing. You all put on a great show today.
Yeah, I think this one. I was gonna say it's gonna be fun to watch back, but I feel like we're just always gonna do the same things.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
diversity.
There's a little bit of
because I
diversity.
went for
Yeah, there's more
bit of
divergence
number.
than you think.
Eris and Skyward, you and Eris both did sound check.
Yeah.
And I did beavers, so
I didn't
balance
balance
is out.
two beavers at this point. I was like, I'm still missing
Yeah.
a sometime. I don't want to get like
I never found my last sometimes either.
it's Golden Race. It's on the it's close to the,
Zora Ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, at that point, like I already did GBT, so
Yeah, and anyways, it was a useless sometimes since you were searching for Goron Lullaby anyway. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
pretty useless hint.
yeah. All right, well, I think that's. I'm gonna head off and go do some stuff. So thanks for having me, and I'll catch everybody later. GG's against Skyward.
GG's. See you later.
So yeah, thank you.
Have to go
Yep,
as
see you
well.
around.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say as well. That's just been a fantastic race. Pleasure to watch, pleasure to call.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm out of words.
All right, see ya.
So yeah, I do want to say GG to all the runners, and thank you to our commentators, Mr. Nintendo and Captain MD13. And a huge shout out to our trackers, well, mainly Cemetery, who has been solo tracking most of this race. Tomatat helped out at the end there, jumping in. So thanks to them as well. Coming up on ZSR next, we have a Link to the Past Randomizer Cross Keys race at noon Eastern, so in about 2.5 hours. And then we have, well, 2 restreams for 3 Link's Awakening DX Any Percent tournament matches. The first, which has 2 races in the same restream, is at 3 PM Eastern, and the one after that is at 5 PM Eastern. Following that, we have a Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 tournament match at 7 PM Eastern, another Link's Awakening DX any percent tournament match at 9 PM Eastern, and then it looks like the Wind Waker match is a double header featuring games 1 and 2 right after one another. And yeah, that's it for today, and then tomorrow, as already mentioned, is going to be the last qualifier for this tournament. So keep an eye on the schedule for all of that and more. Weekend is going to be busy again. And with that, thank you for watching.
See ya.